Hey guys, welcome to another episode of RBSS. Today we are working on the old 350 here. I gotta change my fuel pump out. I'll zoom in a little bit. Oh, if you look, this paint spot right about there, I've been leaking fuel out of what I believe is the weep hole. This came off the 305 when I swapped everything over. And when I'm driving around, I've got a significant fuel smell. And I thought I had a leak from up top, but I don't think I do. Or maybe I do. I haven't looked that close. But I noticed just a little bit of little squirt every time it pumped. So we'll change that out. It's about at least 12 years old. So I got no complaints. Problem I'm worried about is you take these off. This is like a 3 nozzle fuel pump. Some of them are 2. So there are 2 rubber hoses. Oh, let me zoom back in again. There we go. There's a rubber line here with the world's worst pinch clamp, hose clamp here. Got a hard line here. You take a bolt here and here out, and it comes off. Now behind here, there is like a push rod basically, and that pumps the lever, and that runs off your camshaft. So the trick is when you pull all this off, I don't know if I'm going to fuel dumping everywhere or not, but I've got to find a way to hold that up to put the new one in. Now I was told there is a hole somewhere where you can thread a bolt in. It'll hold that up, and we'll just see if that's the case. I'll take you around here, the new fuel pump, wherever I set that. There we go. That's my dog Steve barking at everybody. I don't want to take this too far apart in case this is the wrong one, but as you can see, hard line goes there, 2 lines go right there. This is the lever that I was telling you about. This is what your push rod runs on, and it just mechanically pumps that down, thump, 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 down that way. And that's how your mechanical fuel pump works. Pretty direct. So we'll start tearing stuff apart, and we'll go from there. Alright, well, got the fuel pump off. I did get the right one, so that's good news. While you're in here, if you see that your rubber hoses are getting corroded, this is an 84, and I'm pretty sure these are close to original hoses. It's always good to change those. I mean, I'm not going to do it, but you probably should. Also, we got new gaskets in the kit, about like that. The opening is actually narrower. I'll flip that around. This is a little narrower than that, so I think I'm going to open this up a little bit. Probably not supposed to, but I'm going to do it anyway. If you can see, get way down in here, right at the end of my janky Sawzall blade is that rod I was telling you about. It does go all the way to the block, and it's a booger to get it pinched in there. So what I think I'm going to do is either use that Sawzall blade or something, and I'll push that up and then slide the stinger of that fuel pump down in there, get her bolted up. I still got to put the gasket on, get some RTV in there, get her stuck. Then I dropped my little screwdriver down in there, so I'll have to fish that out. That'll be 9 hours. Probably stab my radiator in the process, but oh well. So that's where we're at. Alright, so we are back together. A couple of things to think about. On that hard line, that runs all the way up to here into your carburetor. So when you pull that, you're going to lose some fuel out of there. So you're not going to have any or very much fuel left in your carburetor. So I already did a startup on it. It was a little tricky when you're going back together because I put my saw blade in there, aka the push rod holder, and I just started that inside, and it was a little tricky. I did put RTV on the back side, or the block side of the gasket. So I fed the bolts through there, put the gasket kind of on there, and then you just had to kind of finagle it and get your saw blade out and get the stinger in there to hold your push rod back. But I got it all in there. A little tricky, nothing terrible. Hoses are all back on. I checked for leaks. Don't have any leaks. I'm just gonna let that kind of sit, make sure my RTV sets up. Like I said, when you start it, it's gonna start a little hard because you got to get fuel back in it. But just let it crank, let it pump, check for leaks. Pretty good to go. So just to prove that it works, we'll do a little startup. Up in here. Oh, I got some rust. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. My janky gauge is here. Good oil pressure. We're not at the temp yet. Tack doesn't work. It's okay. And if you're wondering, why is everything a different color? It's because I don't have money to do anything. Have you seen the price of Squarebody stuff? My goodness. While we're here, let's do a little walk around. Right to the bottom, point straight down, a little cloud of dust when you go. It's pretty awesome. So hope that was mildly informative. I probably said something that was wrong, but that's okay. So thanks for watching.